Hey everyone, it's that wonderful time of the year again, time to go to the store and scrap with random strangers for your favorite consumer electronics. Or you could maybe just follow my online Black Friday guide, so let's take a look at some sales. We have some big sales from UGREEN, some ROG Ally cases from RLSOCO, a 13-in-1 cooling dock from Lisen, a few accessories for your ROG Ally from Jsaux, and some multi-device cases from tomtoc and Spigen. We'll go over some devices that are on sale, as well as check out some storage options from Amazon. I'll leave links down below for everything we talk about today. Some I've purchased, some I've been sent for review, and others I've just found online. Alright, so no more delay, let's dive into it. First, we'll start off with UGREEN. So as you can see, I have a number of devices I've tested with them, so I'm going to go through them a little bit quicker, but I will focus on 3 of them that I just received now for this video. These are the 3 that we're going to go more in depth today, but first let's start off with the UGREEN Nexode 140 watt charger. Let's take a look at what we get inside here. So obviously we get our charging block, which has 2 USB-C ports and 1 USB-A. One of the ports can do 100 watt out and the other one 140. We have a retractable plug, and if you wanted to take a closer look at these specs, pause the video here. I've been intentionally using this charger as my main charger in my backpack, and it's been serving me pretty well. And the only other things that we have in the box is some instructions as well as a USB-C cord. This cord can do up to 140 watts, so you may want to hold on to it. So far, this charger has worked on every device I've tested it on, so if you're looking for a spare charger, this one is a sure bet. Now we'll take a look at the UGREEN Nexode 100 watt MagSafe wireless charger. The first thing you're greeted with when you open the box is the charger, and it's quite hefty. At the back, we have a 2-prong power outlet. At the bottom, we have our specs, so pause the video if you want a closer look. At the top, there's a wireless MagSafe charger, so if you have an iPhone, this is a great option. And then on the front, you have 2 USB-C and 1 USB-A port. This charger is 100 watts, so you're not going to be charging multiple high-power devices on it. It is, however, a great accessory for your desk if you're charging some lighter devices. And the third product that we'll cover is the UGREEN 10,000 mAh magnetic battery pack. So this isn't for your handheld devices, but I had the opportunity to test it, so I figured I'd show it to you guys in case you were interested. In the packaging behind the battery pack is just the instructions and a single USB-C cord. When you connect it to a MagSafe compatible phone, it has a really strong pull. I wasn't actually able to shake my phone off of it. This is actually my first time testing any kind of MagSafe product, so I was actually really surprised with how strong the hold is. One last thing that I forgot to demo is that it has a little kickstand on the back if you want to stand it up. And to summarize, the one in the middle and right will work for your handheld devices, and the middle and left both have MagSafe. Now for the other UGREEN products, we're going to breeze through them really quickly. Next up is the UGREEN Nexode 300 watt charger. This can charge up to 5 devices. I have tested it and it worked great for that. Good for people that have numerous devices. Here we have the Nexode 100 watt charger. This is the original one I tested, and it does work very well. This charger has worked on every handheld I've tested it on. The next product is an SSD enclosure, so this is good if you need to do any cloning or if you want to make use of an old SSD that you're not using anymore, kind of like what I have here. If you want a small USB-C hub to throw in the bag, this one will serve the purpose. It can do 4K 60, has a micro SD and an SD card slot, as well as Ethernet. But if you're looking for something a little more heavy duty for your desk, this one has 2 USB-A ports at the front, a USB-C, and 2 sets of HDMI and display ports, so you can hook up to multiple monitors with this dock. Next is the Nexode RG chargers. You can get a 65 watt or a 30 watt version. The smaller 30 watt is going to be for a phone or some smaller Android device. And the 65 watt version could charge a couple of devices. It has 2 USB-C ports and a USB-A port. Pro tip, if you don't want to lose the boots, use some double-sided tape and stick it to the back. And then the last one that I have to show you here is the 25,000 mAh battery bank that can deliver up to 145 watts of charge. The Black Friday sale for UGREEN is up to 50% off, so check out the video description if you want to see more specifics for each product. The next couple of products are 2 cases for the ROG Ally from RLSOCO. Previously, I showed the small one in one of my news recap videos, and it's a pretty nice case, but now I also have a medium-sized one that I could show you. Both look fairly similar. It has the semi-hard shell and has the indents for the joysticks. The advantage of the medium-sized one is that you have room for a battery bank or possibly a charger if you wanted to put down there. A dock, pretty much whatever you want. There's plenty of room. You just take this little flap, fold it in, and then it gives you a nice solid base to put your device on. And then the second one is the smaller one. This is one that I showed previously. It's basically the same as the other one, except you don't have that little compartment at the bottom. This one would be a good option if you're just looking for something to be able to throw into a bag. It is thinner than the other one, so it really depends on what your needs are. Overall though, it's a pretty nice case. It's what I use for my ROG Ally when I have it staying at home and I just want to put it away. I haven't heard what the exact discount is going to be on Black Friday, so you're going to have to check that. I will leave the link for these though in the description. Next, we have 3 accessories for the ROG Ally from Jsaux. We have the mod case, we have tempered glass screen protectors, and a silicone handle set. First, we'll take a look at what you get with the silicone handles. So inside the box, you have the silicone handles themselves, which go on the 2 handles of the device, and then we also have a cover for the XG mobile slot so you don't get dust in there. We have a set of silicone thumb grips, as well as some covers for the M1 and M2 button, and then another set of slightly different thumb grips. Now we'll put it on our ROG Ally so we can actually get a picture of what it looks like. And now you can see it adds just a little bit of extra grip to your Ally, makes it so it's not going to slip out of your hand as easy, and it feels pretty nice on the hands because of being a soft silicone. And then the other thing that we don't want to forget is the cover for the XG mobile slot. It keeps the dust out, protects it, and makes it look a little bit more uniform. Now we'll take a look at the tempered glass screen protector. This is a 2-pack, comes in a matte finish, and actually comes with a pretty cool install kit that makes it very easy to apply. And then when we check inside, we have our cleaning kits, and then we have 2 screen protectors, so if you make a mistake on the first one, you have a second one you could try again with. To make the install go super easy, you just put this guide on the front of your Ally, and then you could just lay it down and it goes right in place. I didn't film it, but it was a very smooth process applying it to mine. And then the third accessory is the mod case for the ROG Ally, so this reminds me a lot of the Project Kill Switch from Dbrand. It follows the same concept where the grip itself has a hard shell cover, so it becomes the case in and of itself. You can just toss it into your bag. It also has another cool feature. It has these little straps that you can just hook on, so if you wanted to attach like a battery pack or maybe an external dock or SSD, you can just strap it onto the back. These 2 little holes is where you attach them, so they go a specific way, so you just insert and then slide it downwards to snap it into place. Then you just need to feed the Velcro through the loop and attach your battery pack or whatever other accessory that you're planning to use. To put the case on the Ally, you just need to insert it from the top down and then pull the back over. And then when you have it fully on, you'll find that it's very tight on the case. It also has this cool little magnetic kickstand on the back. And then of course a hard shell cover that you could just snap onto it, and then the grip itself becomes a case. Check the links in the video description if you're interested in any 3 of these products. They are on sale for Black Friday. Next up is this dock from Lisen that works for your ROG Ally, your Lenovo Legion Go, as well as your Steam Deck and any other handhelds you may want to use. One of the features of this dock is that it has 2 fans at the back that also have RGB lighting, so that's probably another 3 FPS right there. In all seriousness, I've never tested whether that actually makes a difference having fans on the dock or not, but for those that are wanting to test it out, this would be a good option for that. One of the things I really like about this dock is how many options you get. You get 5 USB-A ports, you get an SD slot, micro SD, HDMI 2.0, and power delivery 3. And then on the side of the device, you also have an Ethernet port. The casing is made out of metal, so it definitely does not feel cheap, and it has nice rubber to protect your device so you don't end up scratching it. The USB-C cable is also fairly long, so you don't have to worry about stretching it to the left when you're going on the ROG Ally or to the right when you're on the Steam Deck. The cable being too short is something that I've experienced on other docks that are of similar style, so it's nice that they thought of that and made it so that you can pretty much plug it into whatever device you decide to put on here. I only have one device that doesn't quite fit in the slot, and that's the Win 4. That is my big chungus of a device. It's pretty thick. It's an easy fix though. You just slide up the keyboard slightly and then it fits right in. I've had to do this with every single dock that I use for the Win 4. If you're interested in this product or want to learn more, I'll leave a link in the video description, so check it out. There's also a discount code for anyone that's watching today. The next sale that I want to cover is for tomtoc. It sounds like they're going to have sales up to 20% off on Black Friday. That's not for every product, but for some. I've used tomtoc cases for a long time, but today we're just going to go over this multi-device case for the ROG Ally, Legion Go, and Steam Deck. So this bag, I did a review a few weeks back on one of my news recaps, and I really like this bag. Like, it fits any device I throw into it. It fits my onexplayer 2, my Legion Go, the Steam Deck, ROG Ally, and all the way down to an iNeo Air Pro. The bag has plenty of room, so you can store your device, obviously. You can store a battery pack, you can store a charger, dock, and more recently I've been bringing along my Legion glasses, which seem to fit in there literally perfectly. For one of my jobs during the nighttime, I'm able to bring my devices, and I've found that I've never really been lacking with being able to bring what I need in this little bag. So if you're looking for a shoulder kind of sling bag, this is definitely a good one to pick up regardless of what device you're using. So I would recommend checking out the tomtoc Amazon store in your local country and see what kind of sales they have going on Friday. It may vary by country, but what I've heard from the rep is that it will be up to 20% off for certain products. I'll drop a link for this particular product as well as the Amazon USA store for tomtoc. I've got one more case to show you guys, and this is the Spigen rugged armor for the Steam Deck. I bought this quite a while ago and I've found that it's fitting pretty much any device I throw at it. Although with one small modification so that it could fit any device, and that was just putting a little piece of double-sided Velcro between the two flaps so that it extended it a little bit. You can see it sticking out on the bottom flap there. It fits all the way up to a Legion Go and onexplayer 2, so I have yet to find a device that I haven't been able to make this work. And the nice part about this case is that there's a little compartment underneath the flaps here where you can fit a charging block and possibly a charging cord. All of the charging blocks that I have fit in there, so it should work for any device that you're trying to use that for. There's also a zipper pouch at the top inside the zipper pouch, so you can store things like micro SD cards without worrying about losing them because they're so tiny. So if you're looking for a multi-device hard shell case, this one will probably fit your needs. So I'll leave a link in the video description. I did check and it is on sale for Black Friday. For device sales, we'll start off with onexplayer. So they have the onexfly going for $949, and that's for the 32 gig 1TB model. You can also get the onexplayer 2 Pro for $999, and that's also 32 gigs of RAM and a 1TB SSD. They have some other sales on some of their previous devices, like the Mini Pro. You can get the Intel i7 1260p, the Ryzen 7 6800U, or the Intel Pentium Gold. And I really don't know much about this particular processor, but I would recommend getting the 6800U if you are looking at one of these. And the 6800U is going for $699, and that's the 1200p variant, so it's not too bad of a price. I would check it out if you're in the market for one of those. If you're in the market for an ROG Ally, now is a great time to get it. If you're in the US and you're a Plus member, you can get it for $599, which is $100 off. And if you're looking at the base model without the Z1 Extreme, that one is going for $449, which is $150 off. If you're in Canada, however, you don't need to have any kind of Plus membership. We just have it on sale. So ours is going for $699, and that's for the Z1 Extreme model. That's $200 off. Or you can get an open box of the Z1 Extreme model, and that one's going for $599 Canadian. So the $599 Canadian works out to about $440 US. So if you're interested in this, check out Best Buy's website, and if you're a Plus member, take advantage of that deal. Or jump the border, come to Canada, and you can get it probably a little bit cheaper than you can in the US. If retro handhelds is your thing, there's a number of sales at geekbuying. So if you're looking at the Miyoo Mini Plus, they're going for $57.99. They have a number of devices from Anbernic, like the 405v for $159. You can get some POW Kitty devices. I'm not the most familiar with their normal prices, so I'm not going to talk about that one. And then there's a device that I tested not that long ago on the channel, and that was the 353v, so that's on sale for $139 as well. So I'll leave a link in the video description. Check it out. They do have some Windows handhelds as well. I'm not sure if they're on sale. Let's actually take a quick look. So it looks like they have some here that are marked as Black Friday sales, but this sale I think was just prior to Black Friday as well. So it seems that they've just continued to roll over the sales. So check it out if you're interested. They also sell the onexfly, although I'm not sure what their stock is right now. I know they were a little bit short for a bit. And it looks like the onexfly is the same price as before, so they're not offering any Black Friday sales on this particular device. So I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check out Geek Buying sales. Check it out. They have a lot of retro handhelds. It's a great source for that, and I did find their prices to be fairly affordable in that regard. And the last thing I want to cover is some sales on storage. So you can get the Crucial P3 Plus 2TB for just under $100, which is almost 50% off. And if you get the 4TB, it's not as big of a discount, but it's going for $179, and that's 16% off. I actually ended up picking up one of these myself because I was running out of storage for making my videos. Another option you can check out is from WD Black, and that's a 4TB one going for $229, which is 21% off. And if you check out the 1TB, it's 47% off at $84. So it's a little bit more expensive than the Crucial, but it is a bit higher performance at 7,300 megabits per second. So if you're interested in either of these, I'll leave links in the description, so check them out, and now is a good time to pick up storage if you're looking for some. And that's going to wrap it up for this Black Friday video, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.